Welcome back, Vikings. I'm Anju Wagner.
And I'm Camila Barr, and we're here to bring you the news you need to know,
Want to know,
and should know to get you through your week.
do you want to skip the long lines at the PHS football games? Well, now you can. You can now purchase your football tickets online. Fans can skip the ticket line and go straight to admissions gate with the QR code on their phone.
There's been a lot of questions about homecoming this year, so we turned to leadership to give you guys the answers.
So the homecoming dance this year is not going to happen as of right now because as a district, we are not allowed to have a dance like that. But my promise to my leadership class, my promise to my seniors is, and my promise to you is that as soon as we are allowed to have a dance, we will have a dance. So even though we're not having a dance, we still will be having a homecoming court, and we have different events that are happening the week of October 11th through 15th that will look very similar to homecoming. So our homecoming court is voted on by students, and the winners are announced publicly, and they get crowns and sashes, and they're honored during the halftime of the football game, in the halftime parade, and all of that is still happening. We are having a homecoming court, and you'll see information coming out about that in the next couple weeks.
Our Spirit Week is October 12th through the 15th, since we have no school on Monday. The theme is Lights, Camera, Action. On Tuesday, it's PJ Day, Wednesday is Pink Out, Thursday is Hippie Day, and Friday is Color Wars. Sophomores will wear white, juniors purple, seniors black, and teachers gold. On the homecoming football game, the theme is Blackout.
The Viking Vanguard and the Viking student media are looking for your photos and videos shot at various events on and around campus. There's a link in your Schoology homepage to submit photos or videos. If we are interested in using the footage you provide, we will contact you to make sure we have permission, and you will receive the credit line appropriately.
This Wednesday, PHS will crown their new Daffodil Princess. So we at Viking Student Media went behind the scenes to see what their training process is like.
You may be wondering what some students are doing back at PHS long after the school day is over, every Thursday and Tuesday. Well, it's a little something called Daffodil. But what is Daffodil, you may ask? We asked Lisa Ballard, who has been a part of the PHS Daffodil program since 1992.
So natural.
Daffodil is a community festival here in the Puyallup Valley, and they choose a princess from each of the 23 schools in Pierce County, and each school is responsible for turning one candidate over as a princess to the festival. Daffodil is so important to our community because it is a leadership opportunity for girls that are seniors here at Puyallup High School. We teach them life skills like networking, interviewing, and really get them ready to take the next step in their life as a professional.
So who are this year's candidates?
Sydney Collins, Daria Baker. I'm Ashlyn Tibbet.
Riley.
I'm Haley Bono, and I'm your princess candidate.
I joined Daffodil because I've always looked up to the Daffodil Princesses, and I've had a lot of experience in community service where I see them, and I've known that I really want to do that someday.
I think the part I love most is honestly the girls. We all just kind of clicked in the beginning, and it's been an awesome experience, and we're all here for each other, and it's honestly like a sports team. And we can just talk to one another, and if we're struggling, we just open up and we're good.
So what does an average day of princess training look like?
We come back at 7 o'clock, and until 9 o'clock, we are here getting into our gowns, as you see here. We practice our promenade of basically doing our dress rehearsal, walking down the aisle, walking up onto the stage, doing our speech, doing an impromptu question, doing a 10-minute interview backstage, and doing that multiple times, and then talking and discussing as a group what we're going to do next practice.
You may have noticed that girls aren't the only ones at Princess Camp. Guys also attend, since each candidate must bring an escort.
We're kind of there to make them look good, but making us look less good.
Escorts escorts walk the girl down the aisle as well as perform a little halftime show on selection night. And even though only one girl can win, every girl walks away gaining something.
I think one thing that I'll take away is the interview skills, like being more interactive with people. I think before this I was more shy than I am now, and now I'm more confident in myself, and I am really proud of myself.
And since this is Lisa's last year being a part of Daffodil here at PHS, here are her final thoughts.
As my 20th year, the year I have a queen, is also my last year. It's been a fulfilling experience, and I will look back on these days with nothing but a smile.
I'd like to invite you to our Daffodil Princess selection
on Wednesday, October 6th
at 7 p.m.
in the auditorium at Puyallup High School.
We hope to see you there.
This has been Camila Rivard with Viking Student Media.
Students parking next to the softball fields. Please check signage regarding 1 hour parking. Tickets are being handed out by the City of Puyallup.
Intercultural Coalition, formerly Intercultural Council, will meet the first and third Tuesday in October. They meet virtually via Teams at 4 p.m. This is a club for students interested in diversity, equality, inclusion, and social justice work in our school and community. Please contact Ms. Boyd via Schoology or Outlook message for more information. And join our Schoology group page to grab the Teams link for the virtual meetings. The join code is below.
If you want your photos retaken or need to get your photos taken, on October 19th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the PHS Auditorium foyer, you have that chance. If you're retaking your photos, make sure you bring your fast photos with you.
If you are interested in joining the robotics team, there will be an open meeting to learn what they do and how you can participate. Robotics will meet every Wednesday. If you have any questions, please ask our returning member or Mr. McClure. And now over to Allie Larkin with this week's episode of The Sidelines.
Hi, I'm Allie Larkin, and welcome back to The Sidelines. Amazing job last week, Viking athletes. We found success in most of our matches, starting off with a 15-6 win for boys water polo over Silas High School. Then girls volleyball won in a blowout, winning 3-0 against Curtis.
I've been coaching for 8 years, club volleyball and then high school, but this is my first year ever as a high school head volleyball coach, so this is a special year for me. I've been playing volleyball since I was 6 years old, so it's something I've been doing for almost my entire life. So coaching was kind of the next step after playing in a way that I could give back to the sport that I love and still be involved in it. And taking this job was something that was really special to me and something that I really wanted, and I was lucky to have this opportunity because Puyallup volleyball is something that means a lot to me since I played here, and I've coached in this program for 5 years, and this is my first year as head coach. So I'm connected to the girls that had the previous coach because I also coached in this program for the last 5 years with him, with Tony Batinovich. So I know the program that he's built here at Puyallup, and I don't want to change the identity of the program here because it is something special and unique, and I just want to build upon that. And so knowing the girls already from coaching in the program, I think it gave me a unique opportunity and position to already have those relationships built, and then just to add on top of that. We train very fast and high pace almost every day. That's kind of my coaching philosophy, is to be fast and quick and run a fast offense, and so we carry that over into our practices. Everything is very high intensity, and that translates over to our games.
Next, girls soccer won both of their past home games, beating Bellarmine 1-0 and Emerald Ridge 7-0. The cross-country girls varsity team took 8th, and boys varsity took 10th at the Nike Portland Invitational. The girls' PHS swim and dive team is finally back and out in the water and winning their first meet against Graham Caphowson. Sadly, boys tennis lost a difficult match to Curtis, but we know they'll be back on their game when they take on Curtis again this week on Wednesday. Boys golf also lost against a tough Sumner team, but won against Graham Capallison, 206 to 227. Thanks for joining me on the sidelines. Make sure to go and support your fellow PHS athletes and keep up the good work, Bikes.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of VNN.
Stay purple, Bikes.